What is going on, guys? It's Justin from the J Media back with another video. So today's an exciting day. We'll be going to pick up some parts. So a few videos back I picked up a HFP side skirts as well as the rear lip. If you guys didn't know, those parts are pretty rare since they're discontinued and hard to find, and they are for my 8th gen Honda Civic Si. So I already had the HFP front lip when I bought the car, but like I said, we are missing the side skirts and rear lip, and I drove almost 10 hours to pick it up close by the Louisiana border, so pretty far. So yeah, it's all painted, all good to go. Right now I'm just gonna head to the shop. I'm gonna take the SI as well, and then we're gonna mount it onto the car. I'm really excited to see how it's gonna look. Sounds pretty good on startup. Haven't driven this car in maybe about a week. So just made it over here, and yeah, here at the body shop, Service King. And we just made it here. I'm gonna check out the part. Ooh. So that's the rear lip. That's going right over here. And then we also have the two side skirts as well. Oh, paint looks so good. So if you guys didn't watch the video, I picked it up used because these are discontinued now for many years. It was black in color when I picked it up, so had to be matched to taffeta white. And besides the rear lip, we also have the HFP side skirts. Ooh, they look good. They're freshly painted in the taffeta white. And again, this is the OEM HFP kit, not the replica. I know eBay makes the replica ones. They come with these mounting hardware for the side skirts, the metal tabs, and then the previous owner also gave me all the nuts and bolts. If you come around over here, if you flip it over, you can also tell they're OEM because it does say made in Japan. So it says Honda right here, and it says made in Japan. So that's how you know it's the real stuff. It's not, you know, from eBay or anything. Both side skirts say the same as that rear lip, all OEM. Alright, so after quite a while, what you guys saw was I was using a rotary tool eraser to pretty much take off all the double-sided tape. Like I said, since this was used, there's double-sided tape here, everywhere. Even on this, on the metal piece, I used that metal eraser and slowly take it off. If you guys don't have air tools, that's fine. You can use a razor blade, but it just takes forever. So yeah, just took it off. You can see all the double-sided tape all pretty much gone. Yeah. So first step is mounting on this piece to the side skirt. Okay, so for the OEM HFP side skirts, the goal is, the point of this metal bracket is, you see these two tabs right here. You're gonna slide one tab inside this plastic piece. Like that, this and this, this and this, this and this, and this and that. There's a small little hole. Yeah, so pretty much this metal tab slot into this black plastic piece on the side skirt. You can see a hole, so you just want to slot that in. So you just gotta repeat that process for the whole side skirt, and bam, there you have it. So like I said, metal tabs slotted in here. Make sure each one of them slots in nicely, and then I'm gonna go ahead and lay double-sided tape all the way here, as well as on this side, one strip, two strips, and this little curvy bend. So pretty much whatever double-sided tape I took off, I'm just gonna lay it on here. Besides double-sided tape, you also have some screws that goes on the sides, some self-tapping screws, just to make it nice and tight. Alright, so I have my double-sided tape all laid out. Try to get the strongest grade of double-sided tape. I use 3M. You can use Gorilla Glue's double-sided tape or 3M. Both are super strong, as long as you get some real high durable ones so they don't fly off. Yeah, and then like I said, we also will be attaching, so this side, no screws, 2 underneath here, and then 2 more on the side. And I also took off the double-sided tape that was on the rear lip earlier and put on new ones, and it's also going to be attached with some screws underneath as well. So yeah, rear lip is pretty big, almost looks like a rear bumper. It covers pretty much half of the rear bumper right here, all the way around. Alright guys, so it's been a couple weeks since the last clip that you guys saw. What happened was I already got my HFP kit painted. As you can see, it is in the car, and I didn't install it at the shop because I needed some extra bolts. For the most part, it came with everything. I thought it came with everything, but then there are some bolts that I wanted to secure on the side skirts right up here. And I just had the hardware at home. I didn't have it at the shop, so I decided to just take the SI back home. The reason why I waited a few weeks was because my Mitsubishi build has been getting the love. You guys saw a bunch of install mods recently because of the Super Lab Battle car show that she was in. So yeah, I was just trying to rush putting on mods to this car. You guys see my all interior change, the new wing setup. So yeah, right now we're back to the SI build. I'm gonna move it out of the garage so I have a little bit more space. We're gonna try to install the side skirts first, and then hopefully we get to do the rear lip as well. So let me go ahead and unload everything from the car. As you can tell, it's a pretty tight fit, but managed to fit the rear lip and the 2 side skirts. So let me just go ahead and take it out, and I'll lay it right here. The reason why I brought it out is so that I have more space on both sides to work on it. I definitely don't want to have this car in the way. So yeah, let's take off the HFP side skirts and rear lip. Okay, so I have everything laid out on the floor. So again, a closer look. These are the discontinued HFP side skirts for the 8th-gen Honda Civic. And this is the HFP rear lip. Again, these are the OEM ones, not the replica ones. You can tell because of the material they're made, as well as, I gotta find it, but it says like made by Honda, made in Japan. So right here, and right here it says Honda, made in Japan. So there's nothing wrong with the replica ones. I heard fitment is pretty good. The reason why I was trying to hunt down an OEM one is because the fitment on them are good since it came from Honda. If you guys didn't know, again, HFP stands for Honda Factory Performance. They're not quite on the same level as Mugen, but Mugen is super rare. HFP are really rare as well because now they're discontinued. So really excited to slap these on. You guys might have saw in the previous video that I drove almost 10 hours away to pick these up. So I'm going to attempt to throw on the side skirts first. These are used. They were black when I picked them up, and I got them repainted. Took off the double-sided tape, and I just re-put on double-sided tape. So yeah, get strong double-sided tape. You can get it off Home Depot or Lowe's. Get the extremely strong one for outside use that can hold a lot of weight. We also have some bolts and hardware here as well. So yeah, pretty excited to get these on. So as you can see on the back side of the side skirts, I lined it up with a bunch of double-sided 3M tape. One thing with the OEM ones, they also do come with these metal brackets. So if you guys saw, I had to slide them in. So once these are in, I'm gonna be having double-sided tape as well to enforce it. And then on one side, you also have two holes, two bolt holes, so I can feed a nut and a bolt and a washer to secure it besides the double-sided tape. I also got out my bolt, nut and washer set. So like I said, with these two holes, there will be the fender liner from the car on here. So what I'll be doing is I'll be using a bolt, a washer, kind of feed it through here and show you guys. So a bolt, a washer, feed it through this hole, and then on the other side I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have another washer, well, fender liner, washer, and then the nut. So the nut's going to hold it in place. And then beside the double-sided tape, like I said, one side will be secured just like this. Okay, so before slapping it on, what you want to do is make sure your car is clean. I already did wash out my car. And next step, even after you wash it off, you want to make sure this surface area where you're putting a side skirt from here all the way down there, it's all nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and use a microfiber towel and some spray just to get whatever dust off it, and then we'll get to slapping it on. So first we're gonna clean it, slap it on, well, take out double-sided tape, slap it on with the tape, and then once the tape is securely attached, we're gonna use some tools and feed our bolt and nuts through these holes here. And there we have it, one side is done. You guys saw me peel off the double-sided tape, slap it on, as well as put on the bolts up front. So these two bolts definitely help to keep it nice and secure with the washers and nut on the back. But what do you guys think? And I haven't put on the driver's side, so this is a little before. As you can tell, no side skirt. And this is an after on the passenger side. What do you guys think? Side skirt definitely make it look more aggressive. And on the side skirts, another thing to note is underneath there's also an attachment point. So if you see, these two are bolts. Like I said, with the OEM setup, it does have a little bracket, which is pretty cool. So here's a closer look. You can see the two bolts, and then right over here there's a bracket that holds on to the mounting side rail, which is pretty cool. Like I said, on the side skirts, on the front of it, it does have two bolts on the side attached. This side is just attached by double-sided tape on the rear, but on the bottom is attached by this little bracket. So right now we're gonna move on to installing the HFP rear lip. I personally think the rear lip makes it look so much more aggressive. So again, I line up the edges all with double-sided tape, And for the rear lip, it also comes with these brackets if you bought the OEM ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 brackets here. Nice little exhaust cutout already. And then on the sides here, you also have these other brackets. So you guys will see later. I'm going to attach it with the double-sided tape, get it mounted nice first. And then it came with hardware as well. So I had to use my own washer, but what's going to happen is you do have to drill some holes into the rear bumper on the underneath of it, which is not too bad. But essentially once you have it on, you're going to be drilling like that and attaching it from the underneath as well. And then for the sides, what these are is gonna clamp onto the part of the OEM bumper and yeah, hold it on tight like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down, make it clean, and then I'm gonna take off the double-sided tape, attach it like that before installing the hardware. Alright, so one last look at the stock rear bumper without the rear lip. Like I said, it's gonna change up the rear end and look so much more aggressive. So yeah, let's go ahead and put it on. And now that I have the rear lip attached with the double-sided tape, I'm gonna come underneath and drill the holes. So like I said, for example, here's the bracket. I'm gonna drill a hole, another bracket here, drill a hole, another bracket, and just do that 5 times. So once you have a little hole, you can go ahead and attach this bolt with the washer straight through so that it's held on underneath to the OEM bumper. And bam, rear HFP lip is all done. I think it looks so good, definitely looks more aggressive. So it's pretty much almost half the rear bumper. I know like lips is supposed to be real small, but this one sits, like I said, pretty much half of the whole rear bumper. Does look pretty aggressive with the lines. The bottom is matte black. And here's a nice view of the HFP side skirts as well as the HFP rear lip. If you guys are wondering, I already do have the HFP front lip. I already did have this when I bought the car. So yeah, just to complete the whole look, HFP front lip, HFP side skirts, as well as the HFP rear lip. What do you guys think? So we have the full HFP lips all installed. So again, whenever I bought the car, it already had the HFP front lip. And the second HFP part I actually managed to source, which is pretty rare, are these HFP floor mats. So again, they are discontinued for the 8th gen. I think they look really good. They come in red. So I managed to find a deal on these local to me. And I've been sourcing the HFP side skirts and rear lip for a good, I think, at least half a year. And finally a deal popped up. So what do you guys think? Here's another look of the HFP side skirts and HFP rear lip. I personally think they add more body lines to the car, looks more aggressive. Definitely looks really good. The rear lip, like I said, I really like it. It sits like that and has this little black trim on the bottom as well where the exhaust is. Looks good. Hope you guys like it. Like I said, these parts unfortunately are discontinued, so I don't have a link for you guys to buy it. I heard, I'm not sure, but I heard there are rumors that some dealerships still carry it. I know if you're trying to find it for like your 10th gen Honda Civic or Honda Accord, there's a bunch because they're still in production, but the 8th gen and 9th gen ones are harder to find because they stopped production. Back in the day when they were still in production, you could buy it off the Honda dealership. I don't think that's the case anymore. There might be websites online that sell it. Your best bet would be to try to find someone who's parting it out or selling their car and ask if they could just sell the HFP body kit separately. because they're discontinued, the prices have also just went way more expensive. So I had friends with 8th Gen Civics when, you know, they were brand new, and they told me some of the cars came with the kit, and you know, it wasn't worth as much. Now I think if I found like just the side skirts, the HFP side skirts, brand new in box, and they go for like $700, which is pretty crazy just for the side skirts. I guess with it being used, you can get a slightly better deal. So like I said, I picked up the side skirts and the rear lip, and a little bit of a road trip, but you know, I'm glad we managed to get it. Your next best bet is, if you really can't find one and you don't care whether it's OEM or the replica ones, you could also look on eBay. I believe the side skirts run for about $200 or so, same in the rear lip. So if you don't care about the OEM ones, you could pick up the side skirts and rear lip for about $400 or so. So yeah, even the replica ones are that price. So I think I've seen side skirts and rear lip itself go for close to $1,000 used, which is pretty insane. I got a pretty good deal. I didn't pay $1,000, but it was still a couple $100, and the 10-hour drive was tiring, but it was worth it in the end. So I hope you guys like it. We will definitely be getting more shots of the car. I want to take more photos, put it on my Instagram page. Again, if you guys haven't followed me on my Instagram, I usually post these YouTube videos a little later. My Instagram gets a sneak preview of what's to come. Whatever wheels I have, whatever mods I have, Instagram sees it first. So make sure to follow me there as well. Yeah, my Civic Si build is coming along really nice. I love it. We still have a wing that has been back ordered for a long time. I've ordered it 4 months ago. Hopefully it'll be here pretty soon, but I think on the exterior, more or less, we're almost done. I might switch out the wheel setup, I don't know, maybe in the future, but for now, I'm loving these HFP body kit. Definitely changes up the look of the car. And if you guys stick to the really end, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Again, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe and notification bell so you know when new videos are out. I put out videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 9 AM Central Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.